It feels great. It feels great. I'm just grateful to be able to be a part of this team. With these amazing players, with these amazing teammates and coaches. So, it's just a blessing, man. We went through a lot of ups and downs, but now we're here now. So we definitely going to celebrate this one. It's a celebration for us, but we still got to take care of business. We got another great game coming up, so it's all about going back, celebrating this win and getting right back to work. Getting ready for the next game.
Wins over Kansas and now St. John. What does that mean for the rest of your guys' run going forward?
It means a lot. It means a lot. Two great teams. Very well coached teams. So we just knew coming into the game. We was gonna have to give it our all. We was gonna have to come out here and compete. And I think we did a great job of that. Hats off to them. The great teams they both were, and the great fights they put up. And we knew we was gonna have to come out and fight, and they definitely made us fight.
DJ, when they started coming back, how did you guys once again stay composed? What was said in that huddle? How did you keep this team from losing it?
Just staying together, just knowing they going to go on runs. They're a great team, so, they was due for a run, making a big run at any point in the game. And, they're the type of situations you live for, though. They're the type of situations you want to play for. That's what you work so hard for, to be in them type of situations when it's a close game in March Madness. So that's like a blessing in itself when you look at it like that. Like, that's the type of situation you want to be in. So it kind of makes the game fun. And, I feel like we get excited in moments like that.
Watching from the sideline, it seemed like a pretty physical game. Just kind of what was it like out there on the court?
It definitely was very physical. They're a physical team, and not even from just being physical, but from just playing hard. That's the team they are. They're a very hard playing team that wants to win. So when two teams clash that want to win so bad, it's going to be physical, and there's going to be a lot of like fouls and stuff like that. But that all comes with the game of basketball.
You mentioned all the fouls. How tough was that dealing with all the foul trouble with all your big guys got fouls? Just how difficult was that?
It was very tough. They have a big impact on our team, so just having them out, it was very tough for us. But other guys stepped up a lot. Like the freshmen, as well as the smaller guards and stuff like that. That just gave us opportunities to rebound. So we knew our coaches told us that we was going to have to rebound more because the bigs was out.
Hey, Jonas, do you mind if I talk to you real quick? Yeah, man, so how's it feel advancing to the Sweet 16 after a game like that?
It's sweet. That's all I can say. It's sweet. I'm gonna just leave it at that. It's sweet.
So it was a very physical game out there. Everyone talked about the physicality of St. John. Seems like y'all matched their physicality pretty well. Just what was that like being out there and going back and forth like that against a physical team?
It was fun going out there, being physical, trying to hit first, because, the film, we watched them hit first, and that was the difference maker. We still gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, including myself. I got to do better with that later on when we go to San Francisco to play. So just learning from this game, it's definitely going to help us, but obviously you can all see everybody's physical, and we're ready to take on whatever comes our way.
So I know that there was a lot of fouls called in this game. Not going to get into the officiating, but anything but just how tough was that to go through and get through all those guys with you being in foul trouble, other guys being in foul trouble, other guys stepping up?
It is what it is. Everybody's ready to play no matter what. The fouls are going to be the fouls. You know me, I'm always going to try and debate, see what I could do different, and that's that. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, everybody's ready to step up no matter what.
So when you going to San Francisco, going to the Sweet 16 and everything, I know that it's something that some guys have been used to here, but for the guys that's never been there before, just what can you remember about that experience and being in the Sweet 16 once again?
It's great. You're going to a whole other location. You get to rest, practice, you get ready for a new set of teams. Like, every game is a championship game, so we're just going to go back. We're going to rest a little bit, get back to practice, get back in the gym, do what we need to do.
When the fouls are
the results are showing. 14 teams, a lot of teams. There's 16 teams in the SEC? Yeah, only 16 teams. So that's crazy to almost have a whole conference in the NCAA tournament. I feel like SEC's proved it. The way we play is just, it's the best league in college basketball, and they say it might be the best league ever. So it definitely feels like that.
Just how's it feel, Trevin, to be in the Sweet 16 after that game?
Oh man, that was a big win. St. John's is such a good team. Obviously, Hall of Fame coach. All credit to them. They play great. They fight like crazy. We fight a little harder. And I'm just proud of my guys. And going to the Sweet 16, going to San Francisco, just really take on that challenge.
So, it's a physical game. Everyone talked about physicality for St. John's. It seems like y'all matched that physicality even more so. Some people may be surprised by you guys being capable of that. Were you guys surprised by that at all?
Man, hell no. We play in the SEC. This is every night for us. So, it's another day in the office for us. But, yeah, they got a lot of offensive rebounds. But, shit, we come out to win, so.
So now that you're going to San Francisco, I know, again, being here and going on this run, you don't want to ever look too far ahead. But, I mean, do you feel like this team is capable of winning a national championship?
Absolutely. We've been saying it since the beginning of the year, but we've had it written on our little whiteboard in our locker room, 2025 national champs. Had it since the beginning, even when we was on 5, never erased it. We kept the same dream, and there's only 16 teams after tomorrow that are going to be able to chase that dream, and we're one of them. So.
Great defensive plays that kind of helped turn the tide of the game. Just how important was your defense tonight to win?
I just take pride in that. Whatever we need, like I said, I'm coming to the team late, just to get whatever we need. And I feel like I did that. And that's just my defensive instincts, my point guard skills, my leadership, and I'm just showing them, what we can be and what can we do.
So, Boogie, just how's it feel, man? I know you probably answered me. How's it feel?
It feels great. To come from an injury, the one that I came from, not a lot of people come out of that hole. And, I just want to give credit to my, support system that helped me through it. Like my siblings, my coaches, my teammates, my family, my parents, just everybody that helped me get through those tough times. And, I would say it was hard to see through the other side, to see that the grass is greener on the other side. But, to my support system, they helped me get through that, and I feel like I'm mentally tough. And, I was prepared for those moments that way. God gives his toughest battle to his toughest soldiers. And, I just want to thank God for that, and my parent and my support system.
So it seems like everyone's always just counted you guys out. I know it's been a big thing this season, but you guys beat a 7 seed, you beat a number 2 seed, you're in the Sweet 16. Do you feel confident this is a team that can win a national championship?
Most definitely. We're feeling great. We're in the Sweet 16. We're dancing in March. I'm a freshman. I always dreamed of things like this, and to see them come true, just for every kid out there, I want them to, just really hear what I'm saying, and cherish it, and, just keep going.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Let our feet play defense.
Is there any surprise about what you guys have been able to accomplish here in these 2 games?
No, we worked our butt off to get here. People doubted us early in the season. Now they're trying to get them outside. So, we're used to it. We're used to being an underdog.
Carter, just how'd that feel? You had a great game out there, especially in the early going. Just what were you seeing out there to help you have the game that you did?
I was just seeing. I don't know what I did, but I was just seeing barbecue chicken, you know what I'm saying? Just attacking the rim. They couldn't guard us in the paint, getting to the rim, finishing off two, finishing layups, and yeah.
So everyone talked about the physicality of St. John. Seems like y'all's matched their physicality pretty well. Just what was it like just battling out there, going back and forth with a physical team, being physical, you guys yourself?
Yeah, they're a physical team, a real good team too. 24 was a dog out there, but the guards, we got up on them, physical, we played defense, slid our feet, we did our thing.
You guys got in foul trouble a little bit there at the end. Just how big was that for everyone stepping up and getting into those roles when the bigs got in foul trouble? You had other guys step into those roles.
It's real big, it's real big, but it's not nothing new. When Jonas was hurt earlier in the season, we had switch around, just work around, us and everything when Jonas was hurt. So it really wasn't no big deal. The bigs were in foul trouble. I had to play the 4. T had to play the 5. So what it is.
It's feeling as good as what you were hoping it would feel going to the Sweet 16.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a great feeling. But we got 2 more. Yeah, 3 more games left. Is it 2? 4 more games left. So we got jobs not finished. We got to get the business.